there's 3 exercises that help to build a big bench. So the 3 of that, I'm just gonna jump right to it because you're wondering what they are. And well, first of all, let me back up. Why should you even listen to me? Do I even know what I'm talking about? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe that's for you to figure out for yourself. Now, the first exercise is Spoto bench. Spoto bench is where you stop 1 to 2, 1 to 3 inches above your sternum. So this is your sternum. It divides your pectoralis major, and you lay on the bench and you stop not at the bench level or the chest level. You stop right above it, and you hold that for 1 to 3 seconds. You pause right above your chest. This is really effective for people that have a hard time. They have a hard time at the second part of the bench press. The easy part is when you lower the movement. The harder part is when you push. So when you are here and you lower the bench and you tap your chest, as you come up off of your chest, your ability to come off that quickly is phase 1. Then you have phase 2, which is the sticking point that a lot of people have trouble, which is you come off the bench, you come off your chest, and then from the middle to the second part, finishing the bench, is phase 2. So Spoto bench helps to strengthen phase 2 when you're stuck after you push it off your chest really fast and you can't push up anymore. That's where you can use Spoto bench. It works a lot of triceps. I mean, the bench in general works a lot of triceps, but Spoto bench is a really cool tool. If you don't want to do Spoto bench, what you can do instead is take a yoke block and put it under your shirt, and then you have an elevated surface and bench off of that surface versus going all the way down to your sternum. But I think it's a really good exercise to start training your bench, to increase your regular bench. Okay, so the next exercise to strengthen your bench is incline bench press. Now, some guys, mostly men, although what do I know, right? Some people say that I've seen kind of debate, people saying that incline is kind of not really valued, but from what I've seen, incline is like a super exercise. I love incline. I usually train it one time a week, pretty heavy sets of 6 to 8. I do a lot of kind of volume work, but you don't really want to go too heavy on incline, in my opinion, because it's I think it can be a very vulnerable position for the shoulder. But anyways, incline bench, another one of my favorites. It boosts your bench, so you can rotate these movements. So let's say day 1 you do regular bench, day 2 you do Spoto bench, day 4 you do incline bench. I think you cycled that, weeks on it. And the last exercise that helps to boost your bench is the Larsen bench. So Larsen bench is feetless bench, where you lay on the bench, your legs are off the floor, and you bench with just your arms. You don't use leg drive. This is really effective for phase 1 of the bench. So as I mentioned earlier, you have 2 phases. You come down, you push off, that's phase 1, and then from the middle upwards is phase 2. So if you have a hard time pushing it off your chest, that is phase 1 strength. So you want to start training movements that will help strengthen that part of the exercise. And the one exercise that you can do to strengthen that phase is the Larsen bench press. Larsen bench press, I like to train it usually with legs kind of like this, okay? I would show you, but I'm just demonstrating. I'm just going to use my visuals. I want you to use your imagination. You can open your legs like this on the bench, or you can use your adductors and close your legs. So don't keep them open, but close your legs and squeeze your butt. Okay, that will help you develop that power to push it off your chest. If you're trying to not overload your upper body too much, you want to use a little bit of leg drive. You squeeze your butt. You use your adductors to squeeze your legs as you do your Larsen presses. How do you train these with volume and intensity? It is really subjective, really dependent on the individual. So individuality is underrated when it comes to programming the right kind of protocols for each person, because every person responds differently. If you're a man, you'll definitely respond a lot different from a woman. If you're a lady, you're a girl, you're a female, you're a lady, you got some lady parts, then you will benefit from frequency versus intensity from a man. A man can get away, obviously, because he's a man. He has more testosterone because that's a man. Men can get away with 2 days a week, usually. Usually, I think guys don't typically bench any more than 2 days a week. I could be wrong though. But with girls, it's not uncommon to see them benching up to 4 times a week, because you want to keep that, keep touching the nervous system to maintain the strength over the duration of your protocol, your program. Okay, so those are the 3 exercises that will help boost your bench. Give it a go. You can try a 4-week cycle, a 6-week cycle, or an 8-week cycle, depending on whatever floats your boat. 4 weeks is a little small, but you can cycle these exercises, so you can train the Larsen, Spoto, and Incline, and then flat bench. You can do 2 of those for the next 8 weeks, and then the following 8 weeks after the first block, you do another 2, and you test your 1 rep max after training those different exercises across a 8 to 16 week span. Okay, I hope that was useful. If that was, consider liking the video, subscribe to the best YouTube channel ever. Feel free to message or email me with any questions, or if you would like a custom program by yours truly, and I'll see you in the next video.